Okay, so someone that okay, let's just say one of my clients that I purchased a car for, called me today saying, he parked somewhere, I think on his way to somewhere. He parked on the somewhere and probably to do something. Someone drove and parked in front of him and was reversing. Didn't care. Didn't care to check or look. He just kept reversing until something else stopped his own vehicle. That's why he knew, oh, he should now apply blame. So in that case, he hit my client's car, and it was painful, considering how clean or neat or new the car actually is. The car is smashed. That's my client's vehicle. So so that led me to this video. See, it is very bad in Nigeria. I don't know about other climes, but Nigeria is that bad. People don't care. As in, number one, they will all use tint and block the entire vehicle, windows everywhere. They won't even bother to even put it in such a way they can actually reverse and be able to see the view, the rear view. Other than that, there are some say even without tint, still they want to reverse. They don't care. They'll just put it on reverse and stay like this until they feel like, okay, there's enough space now in front for them to move ahead. I don't know how people like me, I didn't even go to any driving school. I didn't go to any driving school yet. I know all these things. I don't know, common sense, how do you describe it? Because how can you be reversing without even checking? Let me teach you. I didn't go to any driving school or anything. Do you know how I learned how to drive? By looking at my father, my mother, my father as they were driving. I was always paying attention the way they drive. And especially my father. Let me tell you how I learned how to reverse. Each time, back then when he was driving his GL, each time he wants to reverse, you know how he reverse? He will put the reverse actually and then turn like this. I hope you guys have seen exactly. He will put his hand on the headrest of the passenger seat. He will slide it to that side and then turn fully like this. He will stay like this. Of course, he has already monitor, check, look at the front and see how he's going to turn. He will focus like this, even though there may be a need to check the front. He will turn like this, but he still remain, his hand will still stay like this, and he will stay like this until he gets somewhere he thinks is enough for him to now stop the reverse and then drive forward. That's how I started driving too. Like I said, I didn't go to any driving school. Nobody said, hey, this is how to reverse. All throughout my childhood, looking at him driving in that way until I started driving myself, I never see him hit any car reversing, or hit any object, or squash his own car, do nothing. That's something I understand about. You see, always I tell people, you see some of these electronics they put, or things all these aids or stuff they put in the car, it makes us so lazy. It makes us to lack basic skills, especially in driving. Because at that time, the 504, 505, 404, most of them didn't come with two rear view mirrors, two external rear view mirrors. Our GA at that time came with only one. This is factory, not like, oh, maybe the one on the right side broke. No, that's factory. At that time, it was mostly the TI that had two, station wagon had two, the GL Saloon, at least from this is what the user manual showed, not even, like I said, the ones I was seeing on the road. No, user manual also showed the GL at that time, the 1976 GL, that eventually took over and became basically the owner. That car did not come with two rear view mirrors. So meaning there's no way you can revert very well, focusing on only this and this, because you won't be able to see what is on your right side behind. So they were able to ignore the mirrors and find a way to reverse, which is the best, because once you turn like this and turn, see, there is nothing you will not see. Some of the things that might be hidden that the mirrors might not be able to catch or see, you will see everything clearly. In fact, you will even be seeing the ground, especially 504, because if you sit in a 504, I am sitting in my 505 ST. So even as I'm looking at this, I'm seeing almost ground. Though it's actually raining. As you can see, I'm kind of a little bit wet. You know, I had to come into the car and the rain was beating me, basically. You know, I left my umbrella inside the car. So, so where I was, I had to run. But the point is, I wish it wasn't rain so I could see how clear it is to actually reverse without using any mirror. But now we have two external mirrors. In fact, this the mirrors, even this my 505 rear view mirrors, the factory ones, you in fact, if a car is overtaking you, you can barely see that vehicle from these mirrors. These mirrors, forget that these modern cars now, you drive. In fact, it's almost like you sit one like this without even shifting your head, and you can be able to see everything. But then, if you want to reverse, if you want to overtake, sometimes you may even have to turn like this. You will look at this mirror, look at this one before you overtake. Or you even glance a little to be sure no car is much closer. These stock mirrors or factory mirrors in 504, 505, they don't actually show. How did they call it in modern words now? Trying to remember the word they call it now that I can show you. As in, you can't be able to see a car coming to overtake you until it's almost close to your window. If not, if you don't look very well, even though you look at the mirror is only showing you what is directly like behind your vehicle. Even though it's facing like this, it's supposed to show you the full side. Unless you push it completely way off, then you won't be able to even see the side of your car. But the modern ones now, you can position it to be seeing the side, the rear door, the boot, the rear fender, the front door, and still be seeing cars that will come to overtake you on the other lane. But those days, these cars, this particular one, you won't be able to see that. So those are, yeah, people, we are not having accidents as much as we are having with our modern cars that have all these things have been improved on. That's what I'm saying. When you drive this old car, it will teach you, it will enhance your skill, it will keep your mind very active. So many things. That's why people are so dumb now behind the wheel, claiming that I'm a professional driver. Yet basic things, you'll be driving really fast. You can't even. Damn, honestly, it happens a lot. It's happened to me. It happened to a lot of people. You know, so start if you can. Try it for a while. Trust me. If I even meet, yes, now most times I just use the 3 mirrors, the 2 external mirrors and the one on the windscreen, you know, to reverse. But sometimes I wish I would remember how I learned how to drive when it comes to reversing. That's why I didn't even make any much mistake in my early days of driving. Even though I didn't go, when I say I did not go to driving school, I'm saying nobody sat me down behind the wheel and sat on the other side of the seat and telling me, oh, I move the car like this. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. Oh, yeah, no, apply brake. Oh, I move small. I hold the side. Nobody did that. Not even a single soul. But I haven't killed anybody on the road. One point is, man, I don't know, this generation, man, even old people you think that's meant to know better, the way they drive, be like, even after you've gone to driving school, gotten a certificate, done everything, yet your driving is horrible. You know, so maybe try this tip I gave you. You know, do it for us for a while. If you want to reverse, turn fully like this. You will see the difference. You will see the difference. Trust me, once you do that, you may even start enjoying driving that, reversing that way. But like I said, there are so many gadgets or device or improvement of the mirrors to help drivers now, so that you won't have to go through all those processes we did during our own time. Make use of them. Make use of your mirror, because if you do, you actually be able to prevent some of those things. But like I said, the best is turn your hair fully. Even when you are reversing, yeah, sometimes you may need to check your front air. Maybe you are trying to turn like this. You be sure you are not going to hit anything. It won't stop you from turning like this, doing like this until you get to where you are out of the place you want to reverse out from. You know. Now, to the people that put tint, I don't have any problem if that is your thing. If you know you tint your windscreen, your side door windows, your back window, every place is dark, fine. It's up to you. Get a reverse camera. I don't know, get a mirror or display, what's it called, Android or whatever. Even if it's not the radio one, anyone you can mount our dashboard. If you put reverse, you could be looking at it. So the camera will be able to show you clearly where you are driving your car into. So you stop causing all these accidents, because you know it will be a solid. Solid will cut it. Solid will not fix the vehicle. Solid will not. As you I'm ranting as if it actually happened to my own car. I've experienced it too. So it can be very painful, especially you just purchase a vehicle. The car is still basically almost new. You are trying to avoid hitting anybody. You drive into somewhere, you park the car. In fact, you keep it out of every other person's, stay very far from any other person's vehicle. And yes, somebody stupidly will come and be reversing. You won't even look. You just be, you see, the funny thing, I do see people doing that. Not like what I think. You see, like people who maybe they don't have AC and their windows are down, or even their windows are up, but not tinted. You see them, they'll just be reverse like this and be driving. They won't even be looking at the mirrors. They will be looking at the front to see whether there is now space for them to now move forward. They don't even care about what is behind them. They won't even look before they put the reverse to see if something behind, the distance the object is before they start. They just keep, man. Yeah, they will be the one to tell you, oh, a guy knows how to drive. You don't know how to drive. Come on, let me. That's it. Okay, so I just wanted to rant, you know. Oh, yeah, it is what it is. So, for those who didn't learn how to drive properly, those of us who we are not taught how to drive, I'm teaching you now, so that of course, you won't learn anything you won't be able to learn everything from school. Life teaches you certain things, but just as some of us actually don't even learn when life is teaching you. You keep having the same accidents, keep hitting people. You didn't figure it out. Okay, so like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.